Good day! We are the Group 4 of Grade 11 STEM 12.
Hi, I'm Alexandra Andan. Bonjour, I'm Mosuela.
Hola, I'm Arrel Lapitan.
Hello, I'm Miguel Angelon Velasquez.
Gaya, I'm Lenjoy Cabalo.
Master, I'm Celestica Gonzales.
Ni hao, I'm Jillian Velilia.
Naiho, I'm Feliz.
Good day everyone! Today, we are going to tackle different types of sampling method. Let's start learning! Simple sampling, also known as bowl activity. For example, the research team will only select 25 samples in a room from a 250 target of population. The research team will randomly pick 25 names from a bowl.
Stratified sampling, one of the most common methods in selecting sample. Moreover, this method will only select representative in each part of the population. For example, the researchers will conduct a study in CEIS grade 11 STEM students as their population and coverage area. But the researchers' capability can only hold few students. The research team will only select representative in each section by clusters.
Cluster sampling, a method of sampling that deals with a massive respondent. One of the hardest methods of getting sample, but it contains more information. For example, the researchers will plan to get respondents from a population of full universities SHS students in academic track. The research team will divide all academic track senior high schools into strands. Each strand are composed of 5 clusters. The capability of the research team can only accommodate 2 clusters each strand. Therefore, the research team will only get 2 clusters per strand.
Purposive sampling, a method of sampling wherein it will only focus on selecting cases with a certain purpose in mind. This method only focuses on a suitable sample. For example, the researchers will only interview a student in a school who is male and honor student and from the ages of 15 to 17.
Systematic sampling is method sampling that starts with a starting point of the target population with a fixed sampling interval. In addition to that, the target population has the equal opportunity to be selected by using this method. For example, the researchers have a target population of 500. The team selects every 5th person will be included in the sample.
Convenient sampling, a method of selecting sample wherein the respondents are just within your reach. In addition to that, this sampling method is the easiest. For example, the researchers will select sample for their study within their reach.
Before we start, for the examples of stratified sampling, we should be familiarized to the symbols. First, the symbol of big letter N represents the population. The small letter n represents the sample size. And lastly, the small letter e, which represents the margin of error. Our researcher wants to determine the different types of blood in a population of 500. So now, we have the different types of blood listed down here. We have here type A, B, AB, and O. First, on the type A, we have the population of 150. Second, the type B has the population of 185. Then, the type AB is having the population of 65. And lastly, the type O has the population of 100. The overall population that we got is 500. We already determined the overall population. Next, we will solve for the percentage of each types of blood that we got. To get the percentage, we have the process of dividing the population from the overall population. Let's start from the first type, which is the type A. Okay, so 150 is the population and the overall population is 500. Divide 150 out of 500. Then the answer is 0.30%. Next, the second type, which is the type B. we will follow the process on what we did on type A. Divide 185 from 500. Then, the answer is 0.37%. For type AB, we will divide 65 from 500, and the answer that we got is 0.13%. And lastly, for type O, divide 100 from 500, and we will be having a 0.20%. After getting all the percentage, we will move on to the sample. Before getting the sample of all the types of blood, we will be having the formula of small letter n, which indicates the sample population. So, the formula is small letter n is equals to big letter N over 1 plus big letter n and small letter e square root of 2. The big letter N indicates the overall population and the E indicates the margin of error, which is 5% or 0.5 if the margin of error is not given into the problem. So, the overall population is 500 over 1 plus 500 multiplied by 0.05 square root. First, let's determine the 0.05 square root. So, it will become 0.5 multiplied by 0.05 is equals to 0.0025. Then, it will be 500 multiplied by 0.0025. And the answer is 1.25. We are not yet finished since we have the 500 above. So, it will be like this. 500 divided by 100, 1.25, and the answer we got is 222. So, it will be like this. 500 divided by 1.25, and the answer we got is 223. So, 223 is the overall sample population, but we have unfinished sample population, which are the types of blood. So, let's tackle the type A. First, multiply the percentage to the overall population. So, we got 0.30% multiplied by 223. Then, the answer is 67. Next, the second type, which is the type B. Multiply 0.37% by 223, and the answer is 83. The type AB has the percentage of 0.13%. So, multiply it by 223. The answer is 29. Lastly, we have the type O. The percentage is 0.20%. Multiply by 223, and the answer we got is 45.